Kia ora everyone and welcome to my kitchen. So in this recipe I'm making beef cheek bourguignon. This is a really yummy recipe. I've made it probably about 3 or 4 times and it's a family favourite. It uses the slow cook function of the Thermomix and the recipe itself takes about 5.5 hours to complete. Enjoy and don't forget while you're watching it, if you'd like to get your hands on a Thermomix or if you'd like to get a demonstration, get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Enjoy. Right, let's get started. Into my bowl, I'm adding 3 cloves of garlic. I've actually got 6 in here because I really like garlic. I'm not using fresh thyme, I'm just going to use some dried thyme. So the recipe calls for 2 sprigs, so I'm just going to put in 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. We're now going to chop this down. Obviously, if you use the fresh thyme, at this point it would be chopped down as well. Into my bowl, I'm adding 20 grams of olive oil. "20 grams of butter, 150 grams of cocktail onions. So I've just bought these from the supermarket. They've got a really nice vinegary type of flavour to them. A little bit of salt. I've got 800 grams of beef cheeks here, so they've been cut into pieces approximately 7 centimetres or thereabout. So at this point in the recipe, I've put in half, so around 400 grams of my beef cheeks. Because we're going into high temperature frying mode, I put my splash guard on. This just prevents any splashing from the hot oil happening in the bowl. This is going to cook now for 8 minutes. Alrighty, let's have a look. So my first beef cheek is now nicely browned, and I'm just going to put this into a thermoserver just to keep it warm. Thermoservers are insulated containers. You can either buy these from the mix shop or by hosting a Thermomix party in your house. They're available as a host reward. So I've scraped down the sides of my bowl, and into it I'm going to add 120 grams of red wine. I'm using a Pinot Noir. I've added 140 just because you can never have enough wine. 15 grams of plain flour. Zero my scales. The recipe calls for 15 grams of meat stock. I haven't made the Thermomix one, so what I'm using instead is some dried beef stock. Now I'm going to put in 3 teaspoons. This is followed by 25 grams of tomato paste. Putting the lid on. And we're now going to cook this for 3 minutes at 120 degrees. Oh man, guys, that smells so nice. It's really, really winey. It's also quite herby as well. So into this, I'm now going to add 120 grams of button mushrooms cut into halves and 100 grams of fresh Swiss mushrooms. I'm cheating. I'm just going to do the combined weight of 220 grams just of plain button mushrooms. I'm now going to add in 200 grams of carrots. So the carrots have been peeled and cut into pieces approximately an inch thick. Two bay leaves, 130 grams of water. So now I'm adding my uncooked beef cheek. And now I'm going to add in my beef cheek and my onions along with my butter and my oil that I've cooked previously. So my Thermomix is now going to go into slow cooking mode. So it's going to cook all this at 90 degrees for 5 hours.